a little scratched by the tail. Yes, because he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Versus Interstar Cargo, a useful bit here about current interpretations of the statute of limitations.
Nitrogen.
Make a note of it when you get this log transmit.
Course correction burn. 0.032 seconds. Course corrected. Fuel reserve.
Where was I? Make a note of it when you get this log transmit. Oh, yeah. I expect you to expand on this research. I don't intend to spend 1 minute longer than I have to on this miserable cargo scow. I want my name cleared, understand? If you can't hack it, I'll find myself an attorney who can.
God, I'm good.
God, you're vain.
If you're going to start telling the truth, you may not be invited back.
Breaking my heart. What are you doing?
I'm having a cigarette.
You know I hate when you smoke.
I know. Where are you going?
I'm going to take a shower. Do you mind?
Oh. Would you like some company?
Not really.
Oh.
I don't care how much those passengers want. Pay them off. Get rid of them. I can't have them giving testimony on the company's behalf. Oh, by the way, make sure that my side of the story is leaked to the right members of the press. I'll send along exactly what I want you to say.
See you later.
Hey! Don't think I haven't noticed that you're stealing another one of my towels.
Well, you know where to find them, sir. Do you mind?
No, do you?
Yes.
Tough.
And there he is, right on schedule.
I might say the same thing about you, Isaacs.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm, Mr. Brand? And Bolson Palmer says you don't have a sense of humor.
Really? He said that? Huh. It's funny, my wife says the same thing.
What do you say we go for a quick hand of strip poker, huh, Cadet?
Palmer, I'm wearing a one-piece suit.
Well, that's why it'll be a quick hand.
Well, if anyone knows about a quick hand, I'm sure it's you.
Yeah.
Hydration programmed.
And how is our sweet young cadet's apprenticeship coming along under the chief engineer?
Hydration completed.
He teaching you yoga now, is he? Huh? You want to play or not?
Your obvious charms aside, Bosun Palmer, I'd say you were very fortunate the chief engineer isn't here to clip you in more ways than one. He doesn't much like losing what he fancies.
Well, Mr. Palmer won't play with Mac anymore.
Nobody's that lucky. I still say he cheats.
I've never seen him.
Well, that don't mean it ain't happening, does it, Sherlock? Besides, you always manage to miss plenty, don't you, Chiefy baby? Did I ever tell you about
I'm
the
sure
time
you're going to.
About the time it was on the Douglas, it was?
Don't.
You were on the Douglas?
Yeah, I was on the Douglas. 102 days outbound for Titan when a young hand, much your age, Isaac, slipped up at the wrong workstation.
No lurid tales before breakfast, please.
And dumped the old bottle's entire water supply in a flash. Got so the crew was going crazy, licking condensation off the O2 tanks, and then killing each other for a few drops of water. And towards the end, it was blood. Space ain't nothing but a cruel and unforgiving stretch between places to live. This ain't no breezy shirt-sleeve picnic out here, cadet. You need a friend out here. But you'll find out. All the new ones do.
Stuck on a 6-month jaunt with you, Bosun. I believe it.
I need some real activity from you people, and all you seem to generate in my absence are invoices.
Collision imminent. Object 23.6 centimeters in diameter. Nickel lead alloy. Collision imminent. Probability of impact 96%. Probability of impact with evasive maneuvers 93%. Collision imminent. Lifeboat activated.
Morning, Captain. Captain?
Launch sequence initiated.
Lifeboat launch?
Seconds to impact. 5 seconds to impact. 4 seconds to impact. 3 seconds to impact. 2 seconds to impact. 1 second. 10. Seal. Oxygen reserve, 50% capacity. 30% capacity. 10% capacity. Oxygen reserves depleted. Oxygen reserves depleted. Oxygen reserves depleted.
Grant! McNeil! Somebody acknowledge! What the hell is going on?
Second mate reporting, Chief.
Grant, where are you?
I'm on G3, Section 8, 9, and 10 are open to vacuum.
I've got Isaacs and Palmer here with me. Are the captain and Mac with you?
No.
Can you make it to the bridge?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I have to go the long way around.
Okay, we'll meet you there. Gilling's out. Mac, you all right? You okay? Isaac, check the auxiliary boosters. Palmer, make sure all the vacuum areas are sealed up. Grant, radio.
What's the problem, McNeil?
It's okay, Mac. All the impact areas are sealed up.
Mac, what's wrong with the matrix system? Hey, spit it out, man. This is not your usual I haven't had my gourmet coffee yet face.
What's the matter?
Has anybody seen His Royal Highness, Captain Howard?
You look like you just saw a ghost or something.
Find me a mirror and I'll show you 5. Sorry, I make that 6.
What's this?
Oxygen reserves.
Well, there must be some kind of malfunction
This is
here.
impossible.
Have a look.
Oxygen reserves depleted.
That nasty little asteroid that just holed us wiped out our entire oxygen
Oxygen
reserves.
reserves depleted.
Can't happen. The odds are millions to 1.
The odds just changed, Grant.
That means there's no way of upgrading the air that we have left.
That's correct.
Call Dina's flight control.
Yeah.
The company geniuses have got to figure a way out of this.
Reserves.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is merchant cargo ship Finch.
Go on, Grant. They're not going to be able to
No,
respond if you don't-
transmission's out.
They won't know we're still alive.
Matt, where's that son of a bitch, Howard?
He cast off in the lifeboat all to himself.
What?
He cast off.
How do you know that?
I followed him to the airlock door.
I knew he was bad supplies when he came aboard last minute like he did. Liner commanders don't just sink to freighter captains for no damn reason.
Shut your mouth, Palmer.
No. Chief Mate Gillings won't listen to no scuttlebutt. No. Won't listen to what everybody in the merchant fleet's been saying about our damned holy captain, Howard the Coward.
That is plenty, Mr. Palmer.
That's what they call him! Shut up, Palmer!
What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix it.
Well, that's not the way. Now, you can all listen to your little epitaphs if you so decide. As for me, I'll be having my morning coffee.
Mayday, 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 mayday.
You weren't listening. We have the ability to receive, not transmit.
There's no escaping the numbers. We got 24 days to Port Hesperus. We've only got enough breathable air for 3 of us to make it to Venus alive.
Mac. For God's sakes. How much time before we have to...
Got about 22 hours before we have to decide which three of us will finish the trip. Chief. These are set of lungs we can't afford.
We lost communication with Venus. I mean, they'll figure out that we're in trouble. They'll send help.
We now bring you a special report of an accident in space.
You did get it fixed.
Don't be so surprised.
The freighter Venture outbound from Earth to Venus with 6 aboard has lost the gamble that every ship makes. That during a voyage, the ship will not connect with a piece of rock just big enough to damage her. What follows is a section of communication between the Venture's captain, Michael Howard, transmitting from the Venture's life pod and Venus Central.
And I was knocked unconscious when the eject systems malfunctioned and the engines fired. The last thing I remember is trying to get the crew aboard. God knows I tried.
Kill the bastard! Pipe down, bosun, right now! With or without catastrophe! We will follow rules of order aboard this ship,
There's
mister!
nothing I can do.
Stall the tantrums, they don't help the situation.
Everything happened so fast. There was no time. No time. Ornelas. I'd have done anything to save them.
Repeated attempts to communicate with the Venture have brought no result. This supports Howard's contention that the remaining crew has died. Company spokesmen say if the ship is reasonably intact, an attempt will be made at some point to recover the bodies and the cargo. Captain Howard is expected to reach Port Hesperus in approximately 2.5 weeks.
They won't be sending out any rescue missions, Chief.
Well, we have to do something. Come on, think. What can we do? Mac?
We can always cut for high card.
No, not with you dealing. I'll hold the deck.
We'll draw lots. If it comes down to that.
Wait a second. Whatever gets decided about whoever, Grant's right, the damn dog goes, and the sooner the better!
If anything is to be done about that dog, I am the one who will do it. Is that very clear?
What do you mean, if, Chiefy?
If I draw long, I will ask the other two to let me risk him under sedation on my spacesuit's O2 supply. If they do not agree, or if I draw short, I will put him down myself.
That seems fair.
Right. Grant, check our trim. Mac, Isaacs, see about the main antenna. Maybe there's some way we can transmit. Bosun Palmer.
Yeah.
You will please stand by with the freighter manifest. And we'll check the cargo hold. Maybe there is something in there that we can use. And please, people, let's not panic. There is still enough time. He's a good boy. I love you. Good boy.
You watch your tail today, shipmate.
I don't know what to think about you anymore.
I don't give a damn what you think about me, Cadet.
Oh, I see. My mistake to think you ever did.
Could well be the last mistake you ever make.
All right, let's just cut the crap, okay? Don't you have any suggestions, any real ideas?
Oh, I've had ideas. The only problem is, none of them come to a very pretty conclusion. A couple of somebodies going out the airlock. That is, of course, if we can decide on who that's going to be.
What do you mean, if we can decide?
I mean, if we all decide to act civilized at our little poison tea party we have scheduled tomorrow morning. That's what I mean. Do you think you can kill yourself? Do you really have the nerve to take a shot of suicide sauce out of the medikit? Do you think anybody else on board will when it comes right down to it?
Well, I am wondering about you.
You ought to be.
Mac, Grant, Bosun Palmer, report to the cargo hold.
Take a look at this. Mac?
Item 564, thermal insulation, 100 kilos. Item 565.
Here.
Medical supplies, 10.5 kilos. Item 566, one box cigars, 0.9975.
We're not going to find anything.
Shut up.
Oh, look at this here. Item 567, 12 discs, motion picture rated X. I'll bet you that's that new porno interactive. Land of Desire. Tried to censor from getting off Earth.
Guess they failed, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Oh, almost. Item 568.
Right here.
One case wine, 12 kilos. Oh, I almost forgot about this last one here.
What's wrong? What is it?
Bad luck.
$569, H. Redding, deceased. Cryogenic containment, 585 kilograms.
Must have cost that rich stiff's family a fortune having him iced like that, just to have him planted on another planet.
You know what I see when I look at this? We got a cargo of blatant luxury and sheer necessity and nothing in between, and no miracle cure that's gonna fix our situation. This is a waste of time.
If you got another pressing engagement,
Go to hell, McNeil.
Here, here.
kind of feels like we're there already, doesn't it, pal? Here's to you, Mr. 569. Our sole uncomplaining passenger. Wish you could join me.
I suggest we all assemble in the wardroom tomorrow morning. Oh, 600 hours. That's still 2 hours before the 3-person oxygen limit. We'll draw lots. Those who draw short will take the euthanasia mixture from the medikit and go out the airlock.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, sure. That's right. Hi, kidette. How we doing? I told you all the new ones learned, didn't I? One way or the other.
Well, now it's your turn.
Don't let him get to you.
You know, none of this would have happened if you'd been captain. You would make a great captain.
No, I wouldn't.
Why? What do you mean?
Everybody has a Douglas in their past. Mine was aboard the Winston-Salem. There was a radiation leak and all the top officers were killed. I was left in charge. I went by the book. I made some decisions. I made some decisions that I would rather have not made. But I realized that I do not want to be in charge. What have you got there?
What is that? Well, I think that the computer diagnostic on the refrigeration coils might be flawed.
How?
Well, it's just possible that because of the way the piping's been damaged, there might still be some oxygen left in the system, maybe a lot.
Main and redundant diagnostics all confirm those coils are empty.
Yeah, I know that. But look at that section of warped hull plating there, the way it's buckled up and out into that span of coil furrows. Well, I think it could have pinched off that section. Maybe left some pockets of liquid O2. Maybe enough to make the difference.
But every diagnostic reading indicates...
The diagnostic sensor is still intact, say the system's empty. But look, see, the leads to this section were destroyed by the asteroid's impact. Now, I suggest that we're not getting a complete assessment of the damage, just the computer's interpretation of it based on the surviving sensors.
She may have something there, Chief.
Let me go outside and run a hands-on inspection, okay, Chief?
What does McNeil think of this plan?
Well, I haven't talked to him about it yet. He's really just useless.
Regardless, he is still chief engineer and has more flight time aboard this ship than anybody else except me. EVAs are very dangerous. I will not authorize this without his support. Is that clear?
It's clear, Chief.
Where is Mac anyway?
We left him in the cargo hold, remember?
What do you think of this, Grant?
I think we should send her, and the sooner the better.
Cheers, shipmate. I wish they gave us decent glasses to put this stuff in. Have a seat. It's just getting good.
What a revolting spectacle.
Well, that depends on where you're sitting.
You make me sick.
Oh. From Lover to Laos, all in a single day. Relax. Have a drink. We have hours till dawn. Come on! For old time's sake, huh? Do I know how to pick 'em or what?
Chief, it's Isaacs.
Go ahead.
Mac's drunk. He's having himself a party with some wine he must have found in the hold. I'm going outside to check those O2 coils myself, unless you order me not to.
Go ahead. Mr. Grant will monitor you from the bridge.
On my way.
What about the wine?
Bosun Palmer, you will report to Chief Engineer McNeil's cabin to retrieve misappropriated cargo. Acknowledge. Mr. Palmer, acknowledge.
I hear you, Chiefy baby.
Then do your duty, please.
Isaac, this is Grant. Standing by while you suit up.
Ready, eye bridge. So, aren't you gonna wish me luck?
Good luck, Isaacs.
Anybody ever tell you you're not much of a conversationalist, Grant?
Let me guess, your wife has, right?
That's right.
Better than a mouthful of useless wisecracks, I guess.
Standing by.
Put that back in the cargo hold.
Opening outer lock door now. Here we go.
Ready, aye.
The truth, I was kind of hoping some reason would come up to let me do this. I was rated tops in my EMU training classes back in Merchant Academy.
Lucky for us.
Hey, we need all the luck we can get, huh?
That's affirmative.
Subject, Isaacs. Condition, normal.
How about a little more light out here?
Ready, aye. How's that?
Better, thanks. Actually, this looks like a good section. I'm gonna try and run a manual pressure test here.
Subject, Isaacs. Overall status, normal.
Talk to me, Grant. Come on, open up for once, huh? What's under the lid?
Same as anybody else, I guess.
You're different. I could see that from the first day we left Earth. But you know, for 5 months now, you've been jamming everybody's radar. Tell me about the real Grant.
Well, I guess I'm just not real big on confession. You probably know as much about me as anybody.
Why does that answer not surprise me?
What about you, Isaacs? Got anybody special waiting for you back home?
I mean...
That I've been cheating on with Mac, you mean?
No, I wasn't asking that.
That was out of line, I'm sorry. I got a little brother I send most of my company checks to. His name's Nick. He thinks I think I'm putting him through med school, but I know he dropped out after I signed on for this trip. Boy, I am gonna kick his butt when I get back home. If I get back home.
I hope you make it, Isaacs.
Yeah. I hope you do too.
Honestly, Mac, I don't know what has come over you. We've been in tough situations before.
Not like this, my old shipmate. Never like this.
Oh, please.
Primary oxygen level, 78%. Electrical systems, fully charged. Internal subsystem pressure level, normal.
Okay. Give me a system check.
Internal subsystem temperature, 20. Oxygen reserves depleted.
No. Liquid oxygen still at 0.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna try another section. Just give me a minute, okay?
I need my chief engineer now. Hey, do you hear me? I swear that cadet that you have made your latest trifle has shown much more spine than you have since we were holed this morning. At least she's outside trying to do something about this situation.
Wait a minute. What? Outside?
Yes, she's on an EVA to examine the punctured liquid oxygen coils.
Hold it. She's not using an emo.
Yes?
No. No, not an emo. No emo!
What?
No emo.
Wait a minute, Mac! What are you talking about?
Respiration, 20. Heart rate, 92. Oxygenation, 23%.
You think I should write to my wife?
Overall status.
What? Telling her...
Telling her goodbye.
Oh, I think I'd wait until after tomorrow morning, and we'll know how things are gonna be, and then maybe it won't be necessary.
You're an optimist.
Somebody's got to be. Tell me something, Grant. Why is it that all the good ones like you are always married?
I'm not so sure I am one of the good ones.
So help me, Mac, I am gonna lock you up on the maintenance deck.
Gotta get outside.
What is going on? Talk to me, you drunken son of a bitch!
Emo! Our jets could ignite.
Oxygen, oh my God. Grant, scrub the EVA. Get Isaac back in here now. Acknowledge.
Chief mate's called the scrub on this one, Cadet. Come on back aboard on the double.
Just give me a few more minutes, okay? I'll just get another pressure reading and...
Chief says now, Isaacs. That means now.
Isaacs, are you reading me? Get your butt back in the ship. That's a direct order.
Is that you, Mac? Oh, I am very sorry, but I have to find out if I'm right about this. If there is any trapped O2 out here, the life that it saves could be mine.
I'm coming up behind you. Careful. Careful of the jets. No!
Cargo hold. Something's blocking the hatch.
Okay, I'll get it. You stay on Isaacs.
She must be dead.
Status critical. Warning. Clear hatch jam.
Hold on, Palmer!
Safety override will disengage. 5.
Okay, get up! Palmer, get up!
2. 1.
That's just great! Now there's even less air to breathe. You can forget your drawn for lots crap, Chiefy baby. Recess is over. You foul up! I'm plotting my own course from here on out. And if you know what's good for you, you'll stay the hell away from me! You two, Grant! McNeil, you hear me? Huh? Keep your distance. I'm warning all of you. Don't mess with me!
Palmer, get back here!
Pulse 143.
Chief!
Respiration.
Isaacs is still alive!
Mac is out there. He'll get her in.
McNeil, where are you?
Moving in on Isaacs.
Mac, are you too drunk to handle this?
No, Chief. I don't think I'm drunk enough.
Right now, I don't care what time it is, Marion. I'm just really glad you're here.
Follow you anywhere, sweetheart.
As a matter of fact, you get me out of this, and I'll split that whole case of wine with you.
Do my best. Okay. Don't move until I tell you. Steady.
Subject.
Say when.
104. Respiration.
Steady.
26.
Got to be very careful. All right. Now move your hand forward very slowly. Slow! Isaac! Isaac, trust me!
Mac! Isaacs! What is happening? Answer me, damn it!
Subject. Isaacs. Pulse 0. Respiration 0. Life functions terminated.
Answer me.
Cadet Isaacs is dead. Tore his suit trying to pull free.
Nice job, McNeil. There's one less we all have to worry about, huh?
Go to hell, Palmer. Was an accident.
Bosun Palmer, report to the bridge immediately. Do you hear me? Immediately.
Not likely, Chiefy, baby.
Bosun Palmer, you will obey the Chief Mate's orders.
Mr. Grant, you will kindly blow it out your ear.
We've got to find Palmer. And then we've got to see to that girl.
He killed her.
What?
McNeil killed her.
You don't know that!
She was afraid of him. You heard her.
Of course she was afraid. She was trapped in a suit with less than 8 minutes of oxygen left. Anybody would have been afraid. Now, let's go down and meet Mac.
Cowboy. Where's my little cow guy, huh? Cow fella. Where's my boy? Huh? Come on, come on. Hello there, little buddy. What I got for you? First class prime rib beef. Huh? Like that? Huh? You like that? Huh? Like that? Oh, yeah. Oh, you like that? Yeah. I like that a lot. Got something else for you, too. Hold on.
You couldn't bring her back.
This was an explosive decompression. You really want to spend your last few hours mopping blood off the floor?
She had the right idea. It's too bad she didn't have the field experience to avoid the explosion.
She was just a raw cadet. It is too bad that her chief engineer was too drunk to help her.
And he did such a fine job of helping her once he got to her.
For your information, there are still a few pockets of liquid oxygen caught in the piping. But not enough to matter after the new losses.
So, we have now gone from bad to worse.
That's affirmative. We now have only enough air left for one of us to make it, and that is if we can get to Palmer in the next few hours and make him draw fairly.
Well, that's not going to happen. First of all, he'll never come peacefully. Secondly, we won't find him in time.
You know, we would save a lot more air if you would cut out the useless blabber.
Oh, quite right, Grant.
You know what they say about living in space, McNeil?
They say that it makes you flabby, and I don't mean just physically.
Enough! If Palmer will not cooperate, we will all die. We have to find him. Cowboy. Cowboy. Come on. Cowboy. 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 Come on.
On the podium with company president Janine Moore is Helen Grant and her two sons, 4-year-old Alex and 7-year-old Richard. We heard Ms. Moore reassure the families that they'll be looked after, and that every effort will be made to recover whatever remains of the venture.
Big of them.
In other news, the South American
Very, very big.
police arrested 2 men.
They don't give one damn about saving our butts!
We gotta find Palmer. Now.
Happy hunting.
Palmer, report. Palmer, answer me.
What would you like me to say? Would you like me to say good job so far, Chief, sweetheart? Huh? All these 6 months, you've done such a fine, fine job. All my suggestions, of course, have been useless to you, but it could have kept us from dying, maybe. I've been in this business so long, and you know nothing. But I'm gonna teach you a little something about sailing, sweetheart. It's called survival. Palmer! I'm really not in the mood for this. Palmer!
Warning. 0 atmospheric pressure beyond hatch. Warning. Lock seal.
Perfect.
Warning. 0 atmospheric
try
pressure
another way.
beyond hatch.
Good one, Palmer. Very good.
Section 11 is open to vacuum. Seal it off. Seems our bosun is setting booby traps around. Keep a sharp eye out, shipmate.
Ready eye. You hear that, Grant?
Affirmative.
What was that?
Everything's under control.
I'm out. Cowboy.
Palmer, you're a dead man.
Come here. Where's my boy? Cowboy.
Palmer, it's Grant. Palmer, come on, mister. Act like a man. We'll all take the same chance. Isn't that fair? We need to discuss the options for all of us, Palmer. Now come forward and show yourself.
The options, huh? I don't think so. I've heard it before, Grant. I've been there on the Douglas. Liars and murderers, all of them, want to discuss the options like you. With a knife in your back the second you drop your guard. I've seen the options come down to survive or don't. So, no, I don't think I want to discuss the options with you, Grant. Or nobody else, you read me?
Only one of us can make it through, you know that. You have to cooperate.
One of us is gonna make it through, Grant. Me. I'm gonna make it through!
And in the latest communication with the still distant lifeboat, the haggard Captain Howard appeared overcome to learn that his ill-fated ship Venture had survived the rogue asteroid's impact. The question is whether she is an airless hulk continuing mindlessly on her appointed path, or whether there's a chance anyone on board has survived. And that is a question the powerful telescopes of both Earth and Venus cannot answer.
I've covered damn near the whole ship. Not only can I not find Palmer, now I can't seem to locate the chief either. Didn't you hear me calling her a little while ago?
Did you check her quarters?
I knocked on her door, yeah. There's no answer.
Well, maybe we should knock a little louder.
She's dead.
I know.
What do you mean, you know?
I mean, I know she's dead.
Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
So long, shipmate.
Well, technically you're in charge now.
It was a suicide, Grant. Wasn't that obvious?
Palmer could have done it. Anyone could have done
Yeah, where were you the last hour?
it. Know damn well where I've been.
Do I?
We still have to find Palmer.
The maintenance deck. He's around there somewhere. I can smell him. Quiet.
I don't remember exactly when he stopped answering the intercom. Do you?
No. Wait. Here. Couldn't happen to a nicer fella.
What do you think, McNeil? Another suicide?
There's more to it, Grant.
Yeah, you're damn right there is. There's also Gillings and Isaacs.
What are you saying? Spit it out.
You know what I'm saying. And if you come near me, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
calculated that we've got about a dozen hours before the one-person limit. Unless you'd rather get it over with now. Grant? Grant? We really do have to talk, Grant.
All right, McNeil.
McNeil? It's Grant.
Hello, Grant.
Where are you?
Grant. Grant, answer me. Grant.
Cubic liters per hour times 0.0052 by the rate of burn for 24 hours. Doesn't make any difference one way or the other.
McNeil? It's Grant, acknowledge.
Who the hell else would it be? Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm in the wardroom. You want to get this over with? Meet me here.
Trouble sleeping?
I'm fine.
I'm beginning to notice it, too.
Notice what?
Coffee ready yet?
Almost.
I'm glad you're ready to talk. There's something I guess I should tell you unless you already suspect.
Coffee's done.
It's funny how little we all know about each other when it comes right down to it. How many tours you made for the company, Grant?
I don't know. 9? Maybe 10? You?
A few more. 14, 15. Most of them at Chief Gillings. Strange how we've never been assigned to the same flight before this, you think?
It's a big solar system.
Seems to be part of our problem at the moment, eh?
You got any family? Anybody waiting for you back home?
No. Not anymore. This type of business is a little tough on that sort of thing.
Yeah. Sure is.
I know you're married. Just the 2 kids.
That's right. Just the 2.
Do you love them?
Of course I love them. And I love my wife, too.
Do they love you?
The hell kind of question is that?
Just curious. You're the one who wanted to get personal.
I'll get it.
Good coffee, Grant.
Bit hot.
Well, how would you like to decide?
I don't know, toss a coin, whatever. I didn't expect you to be so rational. I didn't think that you really wanted to.
There she is.
Disabled ship.
We're gonna burn a lot of fuel trying to fix that lousy braking job.
Now, the only reason we know anyone survived is because someone started breaking the ship. Given the situation, I wouldn't be too critical of the job they've done.
I was afraid no one would make it.
Disabled ship in range.
How soon can we reach her? The air's probably thick in there by now.
About an hour.
Access alignment completed.
Don't know if I can stand it on my conscience. I mean, watching all my shipmates go and me being the only one left.
If it had happened to us, you would have shoved me through the airlock before I had a chance to say my prayers.
Unless you did it to me first, sir.
Docking systems engaged.
Hook up an oxygen coil. Blow some of the muck out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes. Over here. Easy, easy. I got it. Hold it, hold it.
What's your hurry, Grant? I thought we were going to settle things. I said, what's your hurry?
You should be dead.
I hoped better of you, Grant. You know, I've always admired you. I haven't liked you much, I must say, but I've always admired you. Especially the other day when the ship was hit. Something happened to me on the bridge, I don't know. Knowing what we were facing and not being able to do anything about it. Sort of knocked me over, you know. No, I guess you don't. You don't bend, do you, Grant? You just snap.
What are you talking about?
This nasty attempt of yours to poison me. Salt doesn't go at all well with coffee.
You switched the poison.
As a matter of interest, when did you decide to do it? Murder me, that is.
Last night.
I would have expected it to be when Isaacs died.
Yeah, that started the process.
Isaacs, Gillings, Palmer. I'm not gonna be your last victim.
You've got me neatly classified in that orderly mind of yours, don't you? No morals, no discipline.
How's the hangover?
I've never had a good one. No regrets, though. I think a civilized man should always know when to get drunk. I am a civilized man, believe it or not.
I'm no cadet, McNeil. I know exactly what you are.
Tell me, Grant. How do you think the dog died?
The dog? I don't care about the damn dog!
What the chief did. She cared about that little pooch like it was her own kid.
So she killed it. Right before you killed her.
Did you look at the dog? His throat was cut. Do you think she could do that? Palmer killed the dog. Gillings killed Palmer.
Gillings killed Palmer? I don't think so.
This is the chief's last log. Her suicide note. She left it for me. I didn't think I should show it to you until now. Read it. We're going to destroy it because I want the chief's family back home to continue to receive her death benefits.
What do you want, McNeil?
I want to start over. Do what we originally planned and draw for the winner.
You're not serious.
Still can't fit me into that tidy little picture of yours, can you, Grant? You may be surprised to discover that I do have ideals. I've enjoyed my life, Grant, every second of it. And given time to accept it, I can face death.
I thought I knew.
What? What you were. I don't suppose it occurred to you that the last survivor may have a little trouble explaining what happened without a recorded statement from one of the others.
No. No. It didn't.
You're not a very good criminal, I'm afraid. Probably because at heart you're not a very bad man.
How do you want to decide?
Cut for it?
Fine. Why don't you go make me some coffee, McNeil?
Well, McNeil, I'm damn pleased to see you alive.
My captain.
Hey, hold on.
We dispute Captain Howard's prior transmission. He abandoned his ship and his crew without warning. We checked the cargo hold.
It's a serious allegation. There'll have to be an inquiry.
You might find this interesting. Been missing this?
Hold it.
Captain Howard left this on the bridge. I found it after he had abandoned ship. It's his log. Very interesting conversation with his lawyer about bribes and hush-ups.
He's delirious. Detain Captain Howard.
Get off this ship, you fraud. And have a taste of what you've been missing on the way out.
Yeah, I've no grounds to hold her. What about the others? Is anyone else alive?
God, I hope so.
It's a miracle. He's alive. You took a hell of a risk, mister. You could have killed him.
He lost the draw.
Welcome back, shipmate.
I took the poison.
More like a strong sedative. Give us a minute.
This man needs to be in a hospital.
This man thought he was dead. He'll be all right for a few more minutes.
You're looking for gratitude.
I wouldn't turn it down if it were offered.
You could have discussed it with me.
I didn't know if it was gonna work. I didn't want to get your hopes up.
I was taking poison. Could have used some hope.